Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we are diving deep into SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 30th of July, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get a free price prediction and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, giving it a score of 1.33. Let's take a look at the ETF's performance during this period. The ETF has seen a gain of 7.33%. This translates to an average return of 0.16% per day since it was listed as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned within a strong and narrow rising trend in the short term, indicating further potential growth within this trend. The existing 3-month trend suggests an anticipated change of approximately 12.48% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 10.93% and 13.56%. Examining the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis points to a projected change of around 6.64%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could vary from a decline of 14.49% to an increase of 7.16% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price within the range of $542.52 to $679.90. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline: the SPDR S&P 500 ETF price ended at $634.46 on Wednesday, after losing 0.126%. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price fell by 0.126% on the last day, which was Wednesday, the 30th of July, 2025, from $635.26 to $634.46. It has now declined for 3 consecutive days. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.97%, reaching a low of $631.56 and a high of $637.68. The price has increased in 6 of the last 10 days and has risen by 1.64% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 18 million shares, despite the declining prices. This may signal an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 78 million shares were traded for approximately $49.5 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $638.67, while the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 0.66% or $4.21 below the 52-week high of $638.67. which is also the all-time high for the ETF. Recent developments regarding the S&P 500 and SPY reveal significant market dynamics. As of today, on the 30th of July, 2025, Oppenheimer's chief investment strategist has raised his year-end target for the index to a striking 7,100, marking high optimism among market experts. This bullish forecast is likely to encourage investor confidence, potentially driving SPY prices higher in the short term as more capital flows into the market. Amidst this positive outlook, the S&P 500 has been buoyed by strong economic growth, evidenced by a rebound in gross domestic product. This growth, coupled with anticipation surrounding tech earnings from major players like Microsoft and Meta, suggests that the market may experience further upward momentum before the Federal Reserve's upcoming interest rate decision. On the income side, the emergence of high dividend-yielding stocks within the S&P 500 may attract income-focused investors. However, there is some disappointment among those seeking regular cash flow. With the exchange-traded fund YLDE's capped appreciation potential but attractive dividend income, some will view it as a viable option for consistent returns, despite its limitations compared to traditional dividend exchange-traded funds. Finally, leveraged products like SPXL, which provide 3 times the daily exposure to the S&P 500, are gaining traction among short-term traders, especially with prospects of positive economic shifts and possible rate cuts. However, their inherent risks suggest they are not suited for long-term investors. Overall, these varied dynamics will influence SPY's short and long-term performance as investors navigate both growth opportunities and income generation strategies. The following signals have been identified for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. Mixed signals are present in the ETF today. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Friday, July 25, 2025, and so far it has declined by 0.414%. Further decline is indicated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume increased on falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the ETF should be monitored more closely. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive outlook for the ETF. Furthermore, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support will be found at $634.46 and $618.01. A breakdown below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 68 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 56 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 45 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 finds support from accumulated volume at $617.95. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be expected when this support is tested. Generally, this exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the associated risk is considered very low. Over the past day, the ETF moved $6.12 between its highest and lowest points, which represents a change of 0.97%. For the past week, the ETF has experienced a daily average volatility of 0.578%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF is at $635.26. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $617.95. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $616.82, which represents a decrease of 2.78%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal derived from a pivot top that was identified 3 days ago. Is SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? Several short-term signals, combined with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable chance for SPDR S&P 500 ETF to perform well in the short term. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 31st of July, we expect SPDR S&P 500 ETF to open higher by approximately 10.7 cents, starting at $634.57. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing the information provided, you agree to take full responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.